Just want to welcome you all to our really special International Women's Day celebration today in our JourneyWoman Awards. We are honoring women, all of you, as role models through these awards for women over 50 in travel. And I have this week been reading Eliza Reid's newest book, The First Lady Next Door, for an article I'm writing. And some of you might know Eliza. She's Canadian, and she also wrote this incredible book called Secrets of the Spraker, which talked about Iceland's extraordinary women and the country's leadership in gender equity and how an equitable society benefits us all. And I just thought it was appropriate to mention that because I really do believe what she writes about, that gender equality is a human rights issue. It's not a political one, but it's rooted in the principle that all human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights. And according to the United Nations, women and girls represent half of the world's population and therefore also half of its potential. Gender equity is essential to achieving peaceful societies and sustainable development. And it has been shown over and over again that empowering women spurs productivity and economic growth. And this is particularly true in the travel industry. At JourneyWoman, we are trying to do our part as a small Canadian publication to inspire positive change in the world. 3 years ago, we created the JourneyWoman Awards to highlight the role of women over 50 in travel, a segment that has been ignored or at the very least undervalued until now. Last year, we conducted a global study called Invisible No More, the Ageless Adventurous. And one of our goals in that study was to shed light on the financial impact of the woman 50 plus traveler, inclusive of solo travel. Our research showed that women 50 and over now spend US $249 billion on travel now in North America, doubling to $519 billion by 2035. What does this mean? Women over 50 are not a niche. We are not a trend. We lead the market, and we are the primary decision makers. Every travel company, hotel, or business will tell you that women over 50 are its primary target. We are empowered, curious, responsible, and most importantly, we are not invisible. We have power and we have our voices. At JourneyWoman, supporting women in their journey of life has been our purpose for 32 years. Whether it's through our editorial, our women's travel directory, our research, our books, our new podcast, hiring women, female travel writers, or making donations to women-specific causes like period poverty or human trafficking, this concept of uplifting women is core to everything that we do. So today, I want to start this event by thanking all of you for being here, for sharing your time with us to celebrate some incredibly inspiring women. And I'd like to start by just acknowledging Evelyn Hannon, who started JourneyWoman in 1994. She has a very simple story. She followed her heart and she shared her solo travel experiences, both good and bad, to inspire women to travel solo. And she showed us that courage is a muscle we have to flex. This has been one of those weeks where we at JourneyWoman are flexing our muscle, every muscle we have actually, to showcase women over 50 in travel. On Monday, I joined the Rick Steves Monday Night Travel Show to talk about women over 50 and dispel myths about solo travel. We also announced that our book, Never Too Late, which I wrote with my dear friend Lola Akamade, is now available on ebook platforms after selling hundreds of copies on our website. And we hope that we will be able to follow this up with a printed version. Yesterday, our Ageless Adventurous podcast launched with two incredible women over 80, Ellie and Sandy, who are traveling the world together as the Traveling Nanas. And today we have this very special award ceremony. And it's just my privilege and honor to celebrate all of you for all that you do to uplift other women every single day. So let's get started. Everyone ready? We have 4 awards today. 3 are through nomination. And this year we had almost 200 nominations come in. So our judges were very, very busy. And I'm going to start with the first award, which is named after JourneyWoman founder Evelyn Hannon. This is our 3rd year giving out this award. And the recipient of this award is Diana Eden. And I'm going to ask Diana to come on spotlight here with me. There she is. Hi, Diana.
Hi.
I'm just going to read a little bit about Diana. And of course, here's where my Zoom has completely died. So you, Diana has been writing for us since 2020 about women over 50 in travel. And I had the opportunity to meet her, and I guess it was 2022. And and you've written two memoirs, and you're traveling the world, and I just think you represent all the values that Evelyn Hannon would uh, would love, gratitude, humility. You're going to talk, so I won't belabor it. But I just want to say, when Diana and I were on a panel together at Women's Travel Fest, and I always laugh when I see the picture of us together on that panel. We were talking about women over 50, and I think it was the first time they'd ever done this at a travel event. And I had my nice little dress on, and she came out in her leather pants and her high heels and her red sweater, and I went, well, what am I wearing? So, anyways, over to you, Diana. Thank you so much for all
Oh,
you do. And I just wanted to open the floor to you to say a few words.
well, thank you. Thank you. I really am so humbled and grateful to get this award. And I know it sounds like a cliche, but honestly, it never occurred to me that I would be chosen. I mean, I didn't think I was in the running or even deserving. So the fact that you found me so is really very humbling to me. And I feel very bonded with JourneyWoman, with this wonderful community of women, and I value the connection so much. Um, I also value you, Carolyn, because you are such an example of a woman who empowers other women, and what you have done with JourneyWoman over these years is truly extraordinary. So I am grateful to you. I'm grateful to you for giving me the opportunity to write and share some of my experiences because I just want to connect. I want to inspire if I can. And what I hope to do really is inspire an attitude of yes. Um, yes to new experiences, yes to travel, yes to meeting people, yes to being open to cultures around the world. And of course, this doesn't mean that I say yes to everything because I'm also a realist. um, and I don't want to minimize what getting older does to our bodies at different degrees. We're all kind of, um, having more aches and pains than we used to. I have a very crooked spine, which gives me problems. I have pins in my ankle, which I broke a year or two ago. And my stamina is far less than it used to be. So I do temper this attitude of yes with some realism. Um, and I found ways to, make travel work for me at this point. Um, so, just because I'm retired from work, from profession, doesn't mean that um, experiencing things retires. I want to be invincible, not invisible. So, um, what can I say? Um, if I've inspired anyone, even the tiniest bit, through my participation in Journey Woman, that makes me so happy. And I'm so grateful because it is all about empowering women to travel and to be, oh God, what a cliche. I was going to say be all you can be, but really, I didn't know that was going to come into my head. But really, if I have inspired anyone, just even the teeniest bit, then I'm grateful, as I am for this award.
Thank you, Diana. Well, we have a little surprise for you, and I'm going to ask Anita to come on from Aurora Expeditions. There she is.
Hi, everyone. Congratulations, Diana. Yes, I'm Anita from Aurora Expeditions, and we
Ah,
are very proud to be a partner with Journey Women. And Diana, I would like to offer you a solo berth on the upcoming Iceland departure, where Carolyn and other Journey Women members are participating. So
Oh,
congratulations. We're proud to
thank
sponsor
you.
this. And I just want to let everybody here know too that at Aurora we do value the solo traveler, and every single one of our departures has 10 cabins that are dedicated to solo travelers with no single supplement on every departure. So
Fantastic.
congratulations,
Thank you.
and we'll get all your information after this.
Wonderful. Oh, that's just great.
Yes,
Thank you so much.
thank you, Anita. Yeah,
sure.
I hope you can join us in June, Diana. We'll see, we'll talk, but
Yeah.
thank you, Anita. And Anita, I just want to mention that the Aurora Expeditions has also built a ship with solo cabins as well. So they really, it's not just the pricing, you've actually,
Yes,
built a ship for solo travelers, which I think is incredible. So thank you for that.
of course.
Okay, our next award. Who's helping me with this? I know we have a schedule. We are going to be doing the Solo Travel Award, and I'm going to just tell you a little bit about what that is. And then Adrian Berg, who won this last year, is going to take us through the finalists in the winter. So the Solo Travel Award is presented to an individual female traveler over 50 who's generously shares her wisdom through travel and inspires other women to discover the transformative power of independent travel by sharing her stories and experiences. And I think what's also important with this award is, as with all of our awards, is really using your voice, challenging status quo thinking, and also exemplifying the values of a journey woman: kindness, generosity, gratitude, and courage. So I will turn it over to Adrian Berg, who was our recipient last year, and let you introduce yourself, Adrian.
Yes, well, I am Adrienne Berg. I'm the podcaster of The Ageless Traveler. Our motto is never stop traveling, and will everyone who says it can't be done get out of the way of the people who are doing it. So we are really the cheerleaders for a lifelong travel, and we deal with things a little bit different than where to eat in Paris. We talk about losing a companion, we talk about mobility issues, we talk about some of the things that Diana said, so that we're realistic about travel, but we're out there constantly and all the time. And we have wonderful ebooks, including for caregivers who sometimes can't travel or think they can't. And we're there to cheerlead them on, explain how they can do that, and luxury travel for less, because we're always concerned with being able to pay for it, many of us on fixed incomes. So we take a look at how we love to travel and how we can do it. When it comes to solo travel, of course, like Aurora, so many companies are really recognizing us as the key to successful marketing and learning how to attract us and retain us, because we spend the money and we spend the time. So we're very interested in solo travel, and I was so privileged to win the award last year. I've been to 140 countries, many of them places by myself that many people say you shouldn't go, but get out of the way of the people who are doing it. So that's the Ageless Traveler. So let me introduce you to the winner of this year's Solo Wisdom Travel Award.
Wait, we're going to read the finalists first.
Read the finalists first.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, that is something you're going to have to do, because I prepared for our winner.
Okay, I will read the finalists. So first of all, we have Carol Delinko, who is from Vancouver, Canada. And Carol started traveling at 18 with a 4-month trip to Europe that transformed into an epic 8-year odyssey. Is Carol here today?
I will
Did we
say
see her?
that I just interviewed her on our show, and you can hear all about Carol and from Carol on The Ageless Traveler. So for those of you who really want to get her background, you're going to love to hear that.
Yeah, and she's written a number of books. In fact, she was also a guest on one of our solo travel webinars last year, talking about women's travel safety. Our second finalist is Catherine Leamy from New Zealand. And she is a nurse, author, and lightweight travel advocate who believes that when a woman over 50 chooses to travel solo, she isn't just seeing the world, she's reclaiming her own. Catherine's journey began at 49, stepping into the world of solo travel with a mix of trepidation and excitement. A decade later, she has transformed those first uncertain steps into a mission to empower others. As the 5 kilo traveler, she proves that you don't need a heavy pack to have a big experience. And our third finalist is Cassandra Washington from Chicago, Illinois, in the US. Cassandra is the founder of Sister Girl Travelers and a leading voice in the silver travel movement with a career spanning education, publishing, and advertising. Cassandra leverages her multidisciplinary exercise to connect women over 50 with purposeful travel and lifestyle content. She is the author of Silver Suitcases, a travel planner for women over 50, a tool designed to demystify solo and group travelers for mature adventures. Just some incredible women. And I also just want to mention that I'm going to ask our other 2 judges to come up at the end of this and just say hello because I forgot in the previous one. But Adrienne, I'll turn it over to you first just to announce our recipient.
Well, you could see that it was not an easy to make this particular selection, but the winner is Catherine Leamy, the 5 kilo traveler. And for those of you who are not UK, that's a little over 11 pounds. So it's very difficult to do. Let me tell you a little bit more about her other than what you already heard. First of all, she is a nurse, an author, and not a lightweight traveler. She teaches you how to be a lightweight traveler. And one of the most impressive things to me was that she nurses voluntarily on Mercy Ship. And the ability to be a volunteer is one of the things that really propels us, finds our life purpose, and it's certainly a particularly wonderful charity. She's the author of Dare to Travel Solo, exploring Croatia and Italy with a light carry-on bag and a ton of determination. It's her memoir, and she encourages women to step out of their comfort zone and don't be killed in the comfort zone and embrace the quiet, chaotic, and beautiful moments of independent travel. Now, she's gotten a lot of notoriety. She has her own website, social media, guest appearances, and podcasts. And her trope is how to travel as a minimalist alongside the deeper why of travel. And she's really proved that you don't have to make travel a heavy lift. And the ultimate key to freedom and calm comes with the true independence of carrying both a light pack and a light emotional load. So congratulations, Catherine. I'm so happy to hand over the helm.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Like I was reading Cassandra and Carol's nomination information, and I just thought I've got no chance because they're just 2 incredible women. So this is I'm blown away, and this is such a huge honor. So thank you so much for choosing me. I'm really really blown away. Thank you, Carolyn, for the JourneyWoman.
And we are very proud to be a partner with JourneyWomen. And Diana, I would like to offer you a solo berth on the upcoming Iceland departure, where Carolyn and other JourneyWomen members are participating. So congratulations. We're proud to sponsor this. And I just want to let everybody here know too that at Aurora, we do value the solo traveler, and every single one of our departures has 10 cabins that are dedicated to solo travelers with no single supplement on every departure. So congratulations.
Thank you.
And we'll get all your information after this.
Wonderful. Oh,
But thank you, Anita. And Anita, I just want to mention that Aurora Expeditions has also built a ship with solo cabins as well. So it's not just the pricing. You've actually, built a ship for solo travelers, which I think is incredible. So thank you for that.
Of course.
Okay, our next award. Who's helping me with this? I know we have a schedule. We are going to be doing the Solo Travel Award, and I'm going to just tell you a little bit about what that is. And then Adrian Berg, who won this last year, is going to take us through the finalists in the winter. So the Solo Travel Award is presented to an individual female traveler over 50 who's generously shares her wisdom through travel and inspires other women to discover the transformative power of independent travel by sharing her stories and experiences. And I think what's also important with this award is, as with all of our awards, is really using your voice, challenging status quo thinking, and also exemplifying the values of a journey woman: kindness, generosity, gratitude, and courage. So I will turn it over to Adrian Berg, who was our recipient last year, and let you introduce yourself, Adrian.
Yes, well, I am Adrian Berg. I'm the podcaster of The Ageless Traveler. Our motto is never stop traveling, and will everyone who says it can't be done get out of the way of the people who are doing it. So we are really the cheerleaders for a lifelong travel, and we deal with things a little bit different than where to eat in Paris. We talk about losing a companion, we talk about mobility issues, we talk about some of the things that Diana said, so that we're realistic about travel, but we're out there constantly and all the time. And we have wonderful ebooks, including for caregivers who sometimes can't travel or think they can't, and we're there to cheerlead them on, explain how they can do that, and luxury travel for less, because we're always concerned with being able to pay for it, many of us on fixed incomes. So we take a look at how we love to travel and how we can do it. When it comes to solo travel, of course, like Aurora, so many companies are really recognizing us as the key to successful marketing and learning how to attract us and retain us, because we spend the money and we spend the time. So we're very interested in solo travel, and I was so privileged to win the award last year. I've been to 140 countries, many of them places by myself that many people say you shouldn't go, but get out of the way of the people who are doing it. So that's the Ageless Traveler. So let me introduce you to the winner of this year's Solo Wisdom Travel Award.
Wait, we're going to read the finalists first.
Read the finalists first. Okay.
Yeah.
And, okay, that is something you're going to have to do, because I prepared for our winner.
Okay, I will read the finalists. So first of all, we have Carol Delinko, who is from Vancouver, Canada. And Carol started traveling at 18 with a 4-month trip to Europe that transformed into an epic 8-year odyssey. Is Carol here today?
I will say that I just interviewed her on our show, and you can hear all about Carol and from Carol on The Ageless Traveler. So those of you who really want to get her background, you're going to love to hear that.
Yeah, and she's written a number of books. In fact, she was also a guest on one of our solo travel webinars last year, talking about women's travel safety. Our second finalist is Catherine Leamy from New Zealand, and she is a nurse, author, and lightweight travel advocate who believes that when a woman over 50 chooses to travel solo, she isn't just seeing the world, she's reclaiming her own. Catherine's journey began at 49, stepping into the world of solo travel with a mix of trepidation and excitement. A decade later, she has transformed those first uncertain steps into a mission to empower others. As the 5-kilo traveler, she proves that you don't need a heavy pack to have a big experience. And our third finalist is Cassandra Washington from Chicago, Illinois, in the US. Cassandra is the founder of Sister Girl Travelers and a leading voice in the silver travel movement, with a career spanning education, publishing, and advertising. Cassandra leverages her multidisciplinary exercise to connect women over 50 with purposeful travel and lifestyle content. She is the author of Silver Suitcases, a travel planner for women over 50, a tool designed to demystify solo and group travelers for mature adventures. Just some incredible women. And I also just want to mention that I'm going to ask our other two judges to come up at the end of this. and just say hello because I forgot in the previous one. But Adrian, I'll turn it over to you first, just to announce our recipient.
Well, you could see that it was not an easy to make this particular selection, but the winner is Catherine Leamy, the 5 kilo traveler. And for those of you who are not UK, that's a little over 11 pounds. So it's very difficult to do. Let me tell you a little bit more about her other than what you already heard. First of all, she is a nurse, an author, and not a lightweight traveler. She teaches you how to be a lightweight traveler. And one of the most impressive things to me was that she nurses voluntarily on Mercy Ship. And the ability to be a volunteer is one of the things that really propels us, finds our life purpose, and it's certainly a particularly wonderful charity. Let me tell you a little bit more about her other than what you already heard. First of all, she is a nurse, an author, and not a lightweight traveler. She teaches you how to be a lightweight traveler. And one of the most impressive things to me was that she nurses voluntarily on Mercy Ship. And the ability to be a volunteer is one of the things that really propels us, finds our life purpose, and it's certainly a particularly wonderful charity. She's the author of Dare to Travel Solo, exploring Croatia and Italy with a light carry-on bag and a ton of determination. It's her memoir, and she encourages women to step out of their comfort zone and don't be killed in the comfort zone and embrace the quiet, chaotic, and beautiful moments of independent travel. Now, she's gotten a lot of notoriety. She has her own website, social media, guest appearances, and podcasts. And her trope is how to travel as a minimalist alongside the deeper why of travel. And she's really proved that you don't have to make travel a heavy lift. And the ultimate key to freedom and calm comes with the true independence of carrying both a light pack and a light emotional load. So congratulations, Catherine. I'm so happy to hand over the helm.
I'm going to ask Katie Rocket to come on from Explore. There she is.
Hello. Thank you,
Katie.
Carolyn. Hello and congratulations, Catherine. It's very, very exciting. And yeah, it was lovely reading all of the nominations and definitely well deserved. On behalf of Explore Worldwide, I am really delighted to be here and support the JourneyWoman community through the Solo Travel Wisdom Award. At Explore, we've spent more than 40 years helping travelers discover the world through small group adventures, and solo travelers, particularly those 60 plus, have a huge part of what we do and who we cater to. They've always been a huge part of our community. Many of our travelers join us on their own, looking for connection, cultural discovery, and the confidence that comes from exploring somewhere new with like-minded people. That's why sponsoring this award really felt like such a natural fit for us. JourneyWoman has long been a champion for women traveling with curiosity, courage, and independence, and these are all values that strongly align with how we believe travel should be experienced. It's also why we're very excited to provide the prize for you today, Catherine. So you will be receiving our Explorer upgraded small group adventure, and that's specifically on our 14-day upgraded Discover Vietnam. We had originally planned to award a trip to Turkey, but given the evolving geopolitical situation, we just wanted to make sure that we were providing you with an opportunity to travel somewhere that you would be able to truly enjoy and not have any disruptions. And this trip is wonderful. It's in our upgraded portfolio, so lovely accommodations, and it offers an extraordinary mix of Vietnamese culture, landscapes, and cuisine, from the vibrant streets of Hanoi to the spectacular scenery of Ha Long Bay and everything in between. Catherine, we really hope that this adventure brings you many wonderful experiences and stories to share, and want to once again extend our congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much, Katie. That's incredible.
Wonderful.
Present in every day, in every house.
Amazing. And someone's singing even. This is great. Oh, well, congratulations, Catherine. And I wanted to bring on, as we complete our solo travel awards, Joy Fox and Joyce Perrin, just to come on and give us a little update on what they've been up to, because they won, Joy won the first Evelyn Hannon Award and Joyce won the second. And I thought it would be great just to hear from them what they've been doing for the last 2 or 3 years, and offer us a little inspiration. So who would like to share what they're up to?
I would for sure. Doesn't seem possible that it's been 2 years since I won that award, and I was as stunned as Diana, because when you said the words Joy Fox, I thought, oh, somebody's got my name. There must be two of us. I had no clue. I really had no clue. But it's been wonderful. And following the award, the BBC wrote that wonderful story, which resulted in months and months of, interviews and articles. And in fact, it went on into 2025. During 24, I went to Italy and Malta with my choir, and a trip to Toronto to get the award, which was wonderful, and then another trip to Victoria to present my own award, the Joy Fox Award, to Sandy Buyback, who's also in the meeting industry. So that was 24, and 25. I've been writing my book and published it in December, just before Christmas. Spent my 90th birthday having fun in Iceland. That was wonderful, and I was very surprised at what I could do in Iceland, but I kept up with all the young people and just thought, well, if I can do that, then I'm going to get my walking poles out, and I'm doing that now, walking every day and getting ready for another adventure. And I don't know where that's going to be yet, but I am going to Toronto in May. I'm having a lot of interviews at the moment because of being 90 and traveling and all of that. So that's ongoing, and it hasn't stopped yet. So we'll see. I need a place where I can put all this stuff together so that I can say, okay, it's all there, and it's not tucked away in the cupboard above, above the in the laundry room. So I'm just looking for a place online where I can whip everything together so it's not all over the place. So that's one thing I'm working on now. But I'll be going to Scotland to celebrate my 91st birthday this year. And I've also booked a cruise from Bali to Singapore for my 92nd, and I'm not looking beyond that right now, but you never know, one day at a time. And the way I feel right now, I'm up for it. So, as long as I'm still walking and standing, I'll be doing something else, and I don't know what it's going to be yet, but
Well, you're
every
just
every
amazing, Joy. You're
every day
just
is an
amazing.
adventure. But just looking for, the good in life and enjoying every day, and, promoting people my age to do the same thing. But the trouble is, I don't feel 90. But a lot of people, when they're 70 and 80, they feel it, but I don't feel it. So I'm just listening to my body and do what my body says I can do. So that's it. That's my
Amazing.
life. It's pretty good
Thank
right now.
you.
Thank you.
And Joyce, how are you?
Oh, I am just feeling so great. I've had such a wonderful year. Thank you to you. It's been amazing, and I too am very grateful for the opportunity to be working with JourneyWoman. JourneyWoman is very warm to my heart. And JourneyWoman celebrates women who step forward, who choose adventure, and who overcome fear, and women who discover it's never too late to do what you want. And as I've been through these years and traveled solo for 23 years, seeing the world to 187 countries, really, I am so proud of JourneyWomen because the organization is supporting this. And when I was doing it, it was pretty dicey sometimes as a solo woman traveling to these places all over the world. And, the conversation is that for me personally, I just am so grateful for the opportunity to have done that. At 90 years old, traveling to all those places, I feel very grateful. And the travel has allowed me such extraordinary people that I've met across the country. And all of it happens just when you say hello. And they reach you, and they're warm and friendly and embrace you. And you have all those memories. Because travel is not only about geography, it's about courage.
It's about connection. And this is what JourneyWoman does. It gives us that opportunities. You know, Carolyn, I really want to thank you because you work so tirelessly for our organization. And it keeps the organization strong and vibrant. And through your leadership, you inspire so many women and you show them the possibilities. And that's the important thing. And, you know, I'd like to congratulate Diane. You're going to have a wonderful year ahead of you. But I just want to leave the women who are listening with a thought. Women today just keep going, keep exploring, and keep saying yes to the world. And you will do that. You know, a smile is a smile in any language. And I can tell you something very simple, that sometimes a simple hello can open the world to your wonderful connections. And JourneyWoman is the foundation for that. And so, women, go forward, be part of JourneyWoman, enjoy yourself. And Carolyn, I want to give you applause.
Yeah.
If we were here, you know, that's what I would do. And a big hug because you have made this organization grow and just be so important. And so for all the travelers on board, enjoy and thank you for the wonderful year I had last year.
Oh, thank you, Joy. And Joy, so nice. My goodness. Whew,
All this love.
so nice.
I
So
am here.
we had 3 judges this year, and I'm not sure if they are all here or not. But Iris runs an incredible organization called Women's Work, and she is going to present our finalists and the winner today.
Thanks, Carolyn. I'm doing what Joyce said and traveling and talking to people and doing all the things. I'm in Mexico right now, so let's hope my Wi-Fi holds up. And if you can't hear or see me, just please let me know. So the very first finalist for this award is Lucky Karki Chetri, who's the founder of Three Sisters Adventure Trekking Company, Nepal. Lucky, Dicky, and Nikki are three Nepalese sisters and pioneers in the field of female trekking guides. Since 1994, they've worked towards empowering women in Nepal through their trekking agency, Three Sisters Trekking, and their NGO, Empowering Women of Nepal. Finalist number 2 is Carla Geiser, founder of the Blue Sky Society Trust and Blue Sky Expeditions, based in Durban, South Africa. Carla is a South African-born conservation advocate and expedition leader who believes in creating real change through purpose-driven travel. So she founded the Blue Sky Society Trust to bring like-minded people together from around the world and find ways to support one another. It was a way for her to create small ripples of change, both within and outward, through meaningful travel and education. And finalist number 3 is Francesca Elisabetta Owens, who's the founder of Travel from the Inside Out in USA. Francesca is the cultural travel curator of Travel from the Inside Out, designing deeply immersive journeys for women, primarily 65 and beyond. She specializes in women in their 70s and early 80s, which is, as we know, a demographic often overlooked in travel. So I will go ahead and announce the winner. All 3 of you are amazing. Before I go on, I just want to say your businesses are so inspiring. As somebody that has seen, like 80 entrepreneurs go through my women's work program, I'm just always in awe of what women can create in different corners of the world, in different parts of the world. So regardless of who wins this award, you're all amazing. And thanks for being here.
Thank you.
So let's go ahead and announce the winner. I'm very excited to present this award to Carla Geyser of the Blue Sky Society and Blue Sky Expeditions. Congratulations, Carla.
Wow, thank you so much. I can't believe this. Wow, thank you so much. I can't believe this. Wow, that's incredible. Caroline, I know you said you weren't going to cry, but I'm feeling quite emotional just being inspired by such incredible ladies from all around the world. To Lucky and Francesca, I also, like Catherine, read your profiles and I was like, wow, don't have a chance here. But thank you to all the judges and Caroline, just to repeat what everybody's been saying, what you have done with this incredible JourneyWoman family. Women in solo travel. It's so inspiring to be a part of it, and just to be around such incredible people with such brilliant stories. I mean, it's so inspiring. I mean, all I want to do now is go and travel some more after listening to all these ladies. But yeah, just a massive big thank you from Durban in South Africa. And yeah, I absolutely love my conservation focused safaris, and to be able to do that in partnership with Journey Woman, it's something that's very inspiring, and I love being part of this little family. But thank you, thank you, thank you to everyone that was involved. To Lucky and Francesca, congratulations. I
Thank
think
you.
you guys are doing amazing, amazing work, and I would hopefully get to meet you someday, somewhere in the world. But ladies, yeah, just keep exploring, remain curious, and just thank you, Caroline, to you and your team for everything that you do.
Thank you, Carla. Congratulations. I also want to thank our judges, and I'm not sure, other than Iris, who is here, but Alessandra Latufo Alonso, who is the Managing Director of Women in Travel CIC, which is based in the UK, and Catherine Gallagher, who is the co-founder of Women Travel Leaders. And both are all women's work, women's travel leaders, and Journey Woman are all providing benefits to Carla, including a complimentary annual exchange membership from Women Travel Leaders. In our case, for our women's travel directory, and Iris is also providing some business coaching through women's work. So thank you to our judges, thank you to our sponsors for supporting this award and for supporting small businesses. Okay. And our last award. So our last award is focused on hospitality, and I think the reason we started this award a few years ago was really acknowledging that finding for solo travelers in particular, finding safe women-owned places to stay is something that we want to advocate for. And 2 years ago, this award went to two women in Mexico that run Rancho La Puerta. This year, we invited two new judges to come and join us, and one of them is here today, Juliet Kinsman, who is the founder of Boutico, and Emily Goldfisher, who is the editor-in-chief of Hotelier, which is a hospitality magazine for women. And we have three finalists for this award, which we're calling the Integrity and Hospitality Award, given to a woman over 50 who owns a hotel or hospitality company and creates safe, values-oriented, sustainable, and memorable experiences. Now, this is a lot to ask, is it not? But it's also talking about just kind of walking the talk and delivering on what you say. And I know Juliet will speak a little bit more about that when she does that. Would you like me to read the finalists?
Yeah.
Okay. So the first one is Monica Fouth from Banana House and Wellness Center in Kenya, which looks like the most beautiful place, a boutique eco hotel celebrating 25 years in 2026. Born in the Netherlands, Monica backpacked around the world for over a year before arriving in Lamu in 1998. And together they designed and built Banana House. And long before wellness travel became mainstream, Monica introduced yoga and retreats, and also founded the Lamu Yoga and Wellbeing Festival in 2014. Our second finalist is Dee Gibson, who is the founder of Kalokanda House in Sri Lanka. Dee created this property from the ground up as a values-driven space rooted in local heritage, sustainability, and cultural respect. Kalokanda House reflects Dee's belief that hospitality should be both beautiful and responsible, a model where experience and ethics are inseparable. And our third finalist is Ingrid Cook from Torel Boutiques in Portugal. I love how these are from all over the world. It's great. She's an Austrian-born entrepreneur and hotelier, best known as one of the founding partners of Torel Boutiques, a boutique hotel group celebrated for its narrative-driven, design-focused luxury properties. Originally from Austria, her career spanned journalism, public relations, and advertising. She's done a tremendous amount of travel all over the world: Africa, Somalia, Lebanon, UN, in New York. And she has a degree from the University of Vienna. So I will turn it over to Juliet to talk a little bit about this award and introduce our winner.
Thank you so much. And it's always really, really hard to choose, obviously. And we really enjoyed looking at everybody's backgrounds and the reach. And I think what helped us choose the winner was because she came to us not through headlines or industry accolades, but through a passionate nomination from a female general manager who's personally been inspired by her. And, you know, when we're talking about a leader, it's the kind of unsung hero that this felt like it exists to celebrate, and also very timely. So Ingrid, congratulations. Your career also with the United Nations, working across conflict zones in Africa and the Middle East. But we enjoyed all of your stories, and hearing that you said there are 200 entries. I hope it will be even harder this time next year, and we'll have many, many more. But really, honestly, all such worthy winners. It's really, really difficult to choose. But yeah, and Ingrid, I hope to meet you one day. So thank you. I can actually tell you a bit more about her, just because I've been researching things. I'd love to just tell you a tiny bit more that she describes her hotels as an analog experience, which I thought was a much needed antidote in today's world in terms of digitization, anti-tech bros, and talking about how the hardware of beautiful buildings would be completely empty and without soul, without the people that bring them to life. And she clearly inspires all of her people. So thank you. It was an honor.
Well, so first of all, I'm crying. I'm having a positive shock. Juliet, thank you so much for your words. Caroline, congratulations on this initiative. And I didn't prepare a speech or anything. I first want to congratulate also Monica and Dee, who were also nominated. And I want to say, Monica, I don't know, you for sure don't remember, but I have stayed in your place in Lamu when I was working in Africa for the United Nations. So congratulations. I loved your place. Imagine what a small world we are. For me, the biggest honor is, as Juliet said, that one of our female staff members nominated me. I could not ask for more. It's the biggest reward. As you all know, you give everything as a woman, as a traveler, as a wife, as a partner, as a mother, as a traveler in the business. And when something like that happens, honestly, my heart is full. And even the nomination was for me such an honor for, yes, of course, for all the hard work. And since I've been traveling when I was young, I was always trying to encourage other women to travel, to go out there, not to be afraid. I traveled a lot alone, and it's fantastic. It's so beautiful to hear women never stop traveling. You know, you're never too old. And you're also never too young. But I remember when my friends told me, but you're going to travel with whom? I said, if nobody travels with me, I travel alone. What's the problem? And you can do this until the old age. And so I'm really delighted. This conversation has been so inspiring. And I'm sorry, I'm still missing a little bit the words. But maybe just to tell you, yes, I had a career in the UN before, in Africa, the Middle East. And I left it from one day to the other because I wanted to open my own small bed and breakfast in Portugal. So I flew to Austria, bought a car, and drove to Portugal. This was actually 11 years ago. And now, on the 1st of March, I celebrated 10 years in Torel Boutiques. So thank you. This is the most wonderful anniversary present I could actually not have asked for, but that came through you. And I'm trying to encourage women every single day. I'm very demanding, my team knows, but I think is that also, I want women to be strong. I don't want them to be girls. I call them women. And I want them to stand up and to know everything, that they can do anything. And that we actually still having this conversation today having to encourage women means that we still have a long way to go. So, end of my speech. I'm sending you all a lot of love and light from Lisbon, where I am at the moment. And I hope maybe to see you all in Portugal one day. Thank you so much.
Speaking for myself, that sounds lovely. And thank you. Well, wow. Thank you, ladies. Everyone who nominated somebody or our judges, thank you all so much for your time and your contributions, and all of you for being here. I have one last little guest that I want you to meet, who is one of the stars of our new podcast, in case you didn't have a chance to listen to it last night. Ellie, are you here?
Yes, I'm here. And
Oh,
so
great.
is Sandy.
Oh, you're both here. Oh,
Yes.
there she is. So we just launched our very first JourneyWoman podcast called The Ageless Adventurous. And from my introduction, you can tell it comes out of this research that we did. And we wanted just to carry that idea forward. And so you two ladies are our very first guests. And I want to thank you. I cried listening to the first take of it on the weekend. And I'm so happy that you were able to come on and share your story. And I just wanted to invite you to say a few words and say hello.
Well, wow, this is an amazing group. I just love every one of you ladies. I know Sandy does also, because you seem to have the same purpose and the same outlook on life. And we're both 84, and while we don't travel, well, I've traveled some solo, but we do our travels together. We're both widows, and we've been independent travelers. And Sandy, tell them what had made us well known for all of our travels.
Well, what made us well known was going around the world in 80 days at age 81 and still on the run.
And we had no idea. We just, before we left, what was going to happen. Before we left, it was just our family and friends knew it. But all of a sudden, we were on local TV, state TV, and then national TV, and then international, and TikTok, you name it. And so we were totally blown away. I think because we did it independently. Because Sandy, what was our average hotel per night?
For the whole 80 days we were gone, we averaged spending $29 a piece per night. And that usually included breakfast the next morning.
Because we just love those little out of the way places. Those are where you meet the best people and you have the most fun. And we basically have just booked everything ourselves, all our hotels, our travel, our tickets and activities. We found we love booking our activities locally because you generally get a better price that way than booking something from your country like the US and whatever. But what all that then turned out to be, we were contacted right after we got back by a literary agent from New York saying, hey, this has to be a book and I want to be your agent. And we checked her out, and she was a best-selling agent author for she was an agent for some best-selling authors. And so we did sign with her, which is crazy that we are 84 years old with an agent. But anyway, and then we, after we were in the New York Times Penguin Random House, the executive editor contacted us and said, "Oh, we would love to be your publisher." So Sandy and I just had a book dropped in our laps, and we published it in publication date is Here We Go. I think I have a copy right here. And it's really all about adventure. And as I think it was Joyce said, just say yes to life. And what is the other thing we always tell people about getting out of their chair, Sandy?
Get up out of that easy chair. Step out of your comfort zone. Make a list of things to do and live.
And we haven't stopped with that trip. So we went, then we decided we weren't going to go around the world in 80 days again because that worked perfect. And so we leave that one to be, but we're doing one continent at a time. And so we went in when we were 82. Where did we go, Sandy?
We went to South America, and our theme was We Are 82
and we're not through. And then we had a great fun. We went piranha fishing. Sandy and I love doing out of the way things. We went alligator hunting. I went swimming with the pink dolphins in the Amazon. And then so last year, then when we were 83,
with more to see,
right?
We went to the continent of Oceania, and we went to New Zealand, Papua New Guinea, Fiji, and Australia.
And in Papua New Guinea, we slept out in the jungle with no electricity, no running water. Of course, Sandy and I met in Africa in the bush doing a medical mission. I direct a medical mission. She's a doctor, and we actually met in the wilds of Africa. And who was it? I saw the first person got the award, and I looked at her picture, and I knew exactly where she was in Livingston, Zambia, Musutunya, with the rhinos in the background. Been there, I thought, oh, that's so cool. So our next adventure, we're trying to do one a year. And we're going to Europe, mainly because anyone from Germany, our book is being published by Malik Piper Malik, the big publishing company in Munich. And so we're going there. We're going to stop to Iceland first, and then we're going down to Munich, where actually we'll be there on the pub date, and then over to Romania. It's also being published in Romania. And then we're heading to some kind of out-of-the-way places like Slovenia and Albania and Macedonia. Just some, we love doing kind of out-of-the-way things. So anyway, but it's so great to be with all you women and sharing the same love and the adventure. We just love it.
I thought I traveled a lot. Now I'm starting to think I really got to get caught up and, get my energy up a little bit. So thank you. Wonderful. Okay. So we'll put the podcast link in for anyone who hasn't seen it. And again, thank you, ladies. And I just wanted to close with a few things, just to comment on other things that we're doing here at JourneyWoman. So tomorrow we have our March issue coming out. So there's a lot in there, including, as I said, an interview with Eliza Reid, who is Canadian and the former First Lady of Iceland, which I'm very excited about. And then, so that'll be coming out tomorrow. We also have a group of ladies right now on our annual JourneyWoman trip to Norway. And they have just crossed the Arctic Circle and are waiting to see the Northern Lights. So that's happening right now, and we'll be doing that trip again next year. And we have a number of women entrepreneurs that we're helping in South Africa with trips to Tanzania. I don't know if Laura is here or not, but Tanzania, Uganda, and South Africa. Information on our site about those. And again, I just want to say what an honor and privilege it is to know all of you and to be in your circle. And we're here to help in any way possible. And I just love, love getting up every day and doing this. It's not a job. It's just something I'm so lucky, I think, to know all of you and to be able to do this and use JourneyWoman as a platform. So thank you for coming today. And thank you to our presenters. Congratulations to our winners and finalists and our judges and our sponsors. And boy, it just takes a village, doesn't it? I mean, none of this would happen without all of you. So thank you.